Yeah, love it. And I think one of the things that you do really well and the team does really well within the ecosystem as well is you guys never really necessarily have a strong opinion per se. You open it up as a discussion.
Yeah.
So I think it's a mistake
What
a
do you
lot of people
think?
make. They make it so declarative, and you guys are always like, "What do you think?" Because social media is designed to be a two-way conversation. So I think that's just a little bit of a pro tip when you're putting these videos out there. You don't always have to take a stance on something.
That's actually a really big pro tip. There are a lot of people out there who give the advice to be controversial on purpose and to be clickbaity. And I fundamentally disagree with them, and I agree with you.
Yes.
I think anybody that should be underlined in the transcript. That's an important point.
Boy, especially when you talk about like the hot topics of like, you know, God bless people right now, peace and safety, everybody in a war, right? And what's happening with the economy, politics.
Yeah.
The number of real estate careers that I've seen destroyed because they took too strong of a stance. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a stance. People should believe what they believe. But when you're talking about your brand, you got to be mindful of like, do I want to die on this sword? And so just pro tip, like I have opinions. Everybody does. But there's certain things that if you put it out on social, boy, you're going to own that for a long, long time.
Right. And not to mention, to Jimmy's point, and then I'll move on to the next video, people love to share their opinions on social media. So by asking people to share their opinion, you are inviting the ultimate CTA to get more engagement. And guess what algorithms really like?
Bingo.
Engagement.
Yeah.
And so it's a brilliant strategy.
It reminds me of the great Michael Jordan quote, which is Republicans buy sneakers too.
I 1000% yes. He's like, why don't you talk about politics? Because Republicans buy my sneakers too. All right, video number 4.
All right, video number.
Are we going to make it to 7? I'm not sure if I'm going to make it.
I'll make this one quick.
Podcast number 9.
I saved the best for last.
Oh,
so the last one is
okay.
I'm going in order here.
Yes.
This next one is on the heels of the last one. So we talked about talking heads. This next one is what I've dubbed search magnets. It's specifically for YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube is owned by Google. It is a search engine, not a social network.
Yes.
The dominant way in which people are going to discover your videos on YouTube is they're going to search a topic and your video is or isn't going to rank.
Right.
And so this is more technical and it's going to require some work. But what a lot of our coaching clients do is they determine what are buyers and sellers in their local marketplace searching on YouTube. They use a tool like TubeBuddy to figure out those searches, and then they supply the demand. They go make the video, pros and cons of moving to X area.
Right.
Cost of living in this neighborhood versus that neighborhood, right?
4-bedroom homes in Dallas under $500,000.